Module 4, Part 1, Company Information. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check out our other how-to videos from this channel. Also, subscribe and share. It will be helpful for the channel. In this video, we will be adding company information to our new database table. This is similar to other objects we have been created thus far. Let's open up our Access and start coding. Alright, let's go to our File Explorer. Go to the Access Project folder. We are going to make a copy of the last module that we did, which was customer and the category layout. Yeah, so let's make a copy and paste, and we're going to change this to module 4 company information. Alright, let's go in there and open it up. We are good. Now if you see the yellow and says enable content, go ahead and click on it. But right now we are going to create a customer, not a customer, a company table. This is going to be useful as we progress. We're going to start putting the customer information on the order form, invoice form, maybe on the form, on the main form itself. So this is also important. So you don't want to send out blank or an order list without company. So this information is going to be useful to identify who you are, I guess. Company, let's create table here, company ID, company name with a capital, oopsie, company name. How about street, address, city, state, province. Oh, Jack. See my fingers? You see my fingers? Alright. State, province. My little pinky hit the down arrow. Sometimes it hits the wrong key. Zip code. Zip code. How about telephone? Telephone. Facsimile. These are all good information. Let's see, facsimile. I think that's how you spell facsimile. Let's see what else. How about slogan? Slogan sometimes is good. And we're gonna start importing images in our application. So let's create a field to hold the image file file path, and on this one we're going to make it a long text. I think that's good for now. As we need whatever we need, as we progress whatever we need, we can just come back and put them in there. So for now, Control S, save it as company. Alright, and the next things that we need to do, as we have been doing, we are going to create a class module. Alright, and go ahead and name this guy before we forget, company. Alright, I'm gonna get back in here, close that guy down. Sometimes I get a little lazy, so this is what I'm gonna do when I get lazy. I'm going to get this guy populated in here and go into this SQL view. I want to copy everything up to that point. All right. Now pop back in here. Private s dot as string. You see how I did that? So now I'm just going to come around here, delete, replace that with an S, and then delete a dot. That tells me this is a string. All right. So that tells me this is a string type. So this is what we're going to be creating for now. As it's like I said earlier. Oh, that was a dot in there. Sorry. There. Now, let's go into this customer class module. I am going to copy these two sections of the properties. Close that guy down and paste it in there. Let's see how many do we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, the reason why I only use one, if you notice there, customer ID, or the rest of them, this tells me that this customer ID name should be replaced. And that's why I put it in there. All right. So if you, instead of me grabbing a whole bunch like so, I get a little confused. All right. But let me close out that guy. But just by having just one section like customer ID, I know those guys need to be replaced. So I'm pretty sure you come up with your own ways. So I'm gonna do like so, S there. And like that. Let's do the next one. Copy. It's not this one we'll get done a little quicker. Just copy and paste for now. So that's a good thing about coding, is that they are repetitive, and yeah, coding, you know, they're repetitive, and you just need to and you know, it's not big a deal if it's repetitive. That means you get better at it. Now, unless if you don't like to be repetitive, then this is not good. But repetitive makes you a better person, you know. As long as that repetitiveness is good thing, not a bad thing. So being repetitive is good thing if it's good. Now if it's bad, like harming others, that's not good. That repetitiveness you got to get rid of. Yeah. So just be mindful, be a good person. That's a good thing, you know. So this type of repetitiveness is good. Alright, I know some people, they don't like to be repetitive. They love changes. Who doesn't if the changes is good, right? Changes is good, and it's all good. So we're almost done with this guy. A couple more fields. So got down to 2 more. I'm pretty yeah. Have a slogan. Yep. Slogan. Oh, that's slogan. There you go. And For the next video, I am hoping to show you how to use a tab menu. So it's going to be a nice one. All right, it's going to be a nice one. A little tedious, but it's going to be a nice one. We're gonna hopefully, yeah, our application will be better. It will start to look good. All right, we're done. So it didn't take that much. What? 2-3 minutes. All right, let's do the class initialization. Private sub class initial there. You gotta spell that right, otherwise Access doesn't know, right? So we have company ID. Now we're gonna get good. This one, what is the identification? Yep, that's it. That's what it was. Identification. Get good there, and then company name, street address, city, state, province, zip code, slogan, telephone. Oop. Yeah, I try to stay in order. You notice, facsimile. And if you stay in order, you start recognizing what you're missing. I'm no perfect, and that's why I try to be a little careful. And you know, I don't know it all, but what I share is what I know. What is that? Oh, query. No, we don't want to save the query. Go ahead and close that out. We don't want to save that guy. No, there. Let's get back to it. And so that's that. That's done. We are done with that. Now let's go back and start building all the middle layer, the data access layer. Let's go and click on that guy. Insert module only. Okay. So we're going to do company DB access. All right. And now we're going to come back in this customer. All right. As we've done in the past, we are going to grab the top 3. I think they are save and delete. That's it. Top 3. This is the CRUD functions there. And now we can just yeah, company. So just one thing I want to mention here, because a company is only one company, all right, you don't have to pass anything in, okay, because we're just going to be updating one company only, all right. So therefore we're not going to have 1 2 3 4 5 6 companies. We're just going to have one company, all right, which is our company, okay, and that's all we need. So that's how that's going to work. And so instead of passing in ID and all, no, we're not going to do that. As a matter of fact, a bunch of this stuff is still there. Okay, good. So we can change this to company ID. And then company name. Yeah, this would be a street address. Oh, there is a street address right down here. So now we can just delete this guy. So if you try to keep things in similar, then that's what you get. So we don't have to type in this guy, we don't have to type in that guy. Actually, we need to replace this guy. the company object. All right, and then we have facsimile though. So we have facsimile equals. Let's see what else. A slogan. Yeah, slogan. And image file path. So once we done this image file path, we can actually display our the company image as a logo, as the part of the application. See, wouldn't that be nice to be looking at? Hey, that's my logo. Okay, that's done. Look at that. That is dandy. That's quick. Now we'll say company save. Again, we're gonna just pass in an object here. Ooh. Company as company. So if you did it right, you can actually type this guy, make things easier, or copy that guy. And again, we're not going to, well, actually, yeah. So we'll go ahead and do this because it might bug at us. All right, so we just need to pull that info, that guy out. Control S, save that for now. Yep. Change that to company ID. So the saving is really different. Thought I remember, I forgot here, down here. You see there? I think I forgot down here. That's why I moved down here. Little memory recall there. So just had to double check, and I did forget about that. Okay, company, where company, good. Now this would be a company ID. Yep, company ID. We don't need anything there, so that's going to be gone. That's it. Look at this, company name. Look at that. See there? So we don't have to change that. All right. That's it. We're done. Not too fast, mister. Let's see. Yeah, we just take these guys out. Add the street address in here. Paste that guy. That would be a street address. See, I'm moving it now. Again, if I am moving too fast for you, feel free to pause the video and facsimile. Yes, what comes up? The facsimile slogan, and then image file path. We're done. Look at that. That's good. That should be 10 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Perfect. So now let's do this. Copy that guy, put that guy back in there, put that guy back in there. Look, we're down to 1. How quickly? Obviously you shouldn't be deleting your company, but yeah, you don't want to be deleting your company. All right, so there's no reason why, but because it's already here, we'll go ahead and just conform to it. That's company ID. I'm going to change this I to the capital there. Oops. Company deleted. Copy, paste. All right, we're done. You see how quickly there is. Look at that. It's all done. Now let's do the front end. All right, that way we can interact with it. Okay. Um, I think the if we grab this um, customer form because it has an address, let's copy that and paste. That would be FRM company. Perfect. And let's go into the design view. See how quickly we are not interested in this guy. Yep, we're not interested. We are not interested in this guy in the search. All right. But what we are interested in is this guy. I'm gonna move this guy to the right. See there? And let's just make all the lines on my computers. So that's fine. That looks fine. Yeah. For now. Before I add the image placeholder, I'm going to go in here and tweak. We're going to define all stuff in here, and then change the code behind. All right. So there is no first name, last name here. You know what? I'm going to close these down. Control S and then reopen. I don't like them lines. I can tell. There. That's better. So I'm going to delete this guy. I'm going to highlight that. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to delete these two guys. I'm going to move these two guys down here. And let's move the rest of them up there. Oop, right there. Okay. Good. Oh, what is this? Oh, that guy didn't move with us. How come? There. Okay. So let's look at the index before we continue. That should be, we're gonna make that a 0, and then this would be 1. See there? They're out of whack. So we're gonna make that 1. So 2. Becoming a programmer, you kind of have to recognize what needs to happen first, and then what about next, and so on and so forth. You can't jump all over the place just because it comes to head. Just kind of, okay, well, these are the things I need to do first in order to do the next things. All right, 5. That should be 5. So some stuff that we deleted, it did not reinitialize for us. So that's 5. This should be, let's try 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be 6. And then 7. Good, we reindex. Now Control S. Now I see that is clear. We can go ahead and put this image box in here. I don't know, yay big. I don't know, should it be a square? Should your logo be a square? Huh? Just exit that out. Oh, what happened? Try again. Image. Okay, hold on just a second here. What else do we have? That's the one. Alright, so I was picking out this guy. That would be the embedded. Alright, we don't want embedded. So that's the reason why we want this guy right here. You see how it says image? So yeah, I was wondering why that thing didn't pop up. That is the embedded object. All right, so we don't want unbound or embedded object. We want our image using the file. So that's why I was wondering why it's keep asking me like that. That's good. So now we got it. Thank you for asking. So that's what we need, and then we're just going to change this guy name to IMG company image. Um, yeah, let's do image company. That's good. IMG company. That's good. All right. And one thing that we need, I'm going to copy this guy so that way we have the same look and feel. Look and feel. There's a field. So right here we are going to say upload image. All right. And then change that to call CMD upload image. Now if you open this guy up, actually you know what, before we can run this guy we got to remove some stuff. Make sure all these guys are right. Oh, we are okay. We need to change this guy. Actually we haven't changed this guy, so we can go ahead and run this guy just to see what they look like. Oh, I thought so. Yeah, because we removed some of this guy. So what I do here, I need to go there, go to find the next one, find the next one. I think we're done. Oh, we got one. That's the clear. I think that's it. Wow. Maybe that's a set. Okay. So that the whole thing will need to come out. So that's how I remove just one control. You gotta control S. We're done. So we want to see what's going on here. Oh, it's one thing. We need to stop the bugger. Okay, good. So the reason why I want to look at this thing is because if you take a look at this guy right here, it says upload image, but we don't see stuff here. So I think it would be best if we did some kind of outline. So here's an outline, rectangle. All right, we are going to um, put an outline right there. Is rectangular shape like so, and then right click on it, send it to back, send to back. All right, control S. If you take a look at it again, you'll see an outline that looks better. What do you think? I think that's awesome. All right, let's change this name right here to txt slogan. This guy would be image. This image right here, it's not going to be visible. This name will be image file path. That right there will be invisible later. So, but let's see what else. I think that's all we have. Okay, there are a couple things that we need to change right here. This guy would be txt company ID, And what is this guy? Okay, we don't need the customer number, so we can just take that out. That's good. That's good. Everything's still intact other than removing the customer number. All right. Okay, let's go in the code. Let's start from the bottom up like we normally do. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see the label here. So we need to remove, not remove, but actually we are going to go ahead and remove that guy, and then move these up to the top, right about there. And this would be a company name, label, LBL, company name. I think that's company name. Address, that would be a street address. City, telephone. Oh, you know what we forgot here? Let's scoot down a little bit. We forgot facsimile. Make a copy of that and change that to facsimile. There as well. TXT facsimile. And then we're going to change the index right here. This is, let me see the index on this guy. 4, 5. This should be 6. So if we change that to 6, this one will automatically be assigned to 7. Yep. And 8. That's correct. All right. So let's get back in here. We are going to LBL company name. That's perfect. And then remove this number. Let's see. This would be TXT because company ID. We're gonna remove that guy and change that name, and we're gonna retype this guy company. So doing this is it's not about writing, but it's all right. So we'll change that to company name and company ID. No customer number, we remove that. That's still the same. This would be a facsimile. This would be a slogan. And we're gonna rearranging this. I'm gonna move this guy to the bottom, like so. So we got ID, address, city, state. So that looks good. We are missing one more, which is image. There. Hopefully this is only the first time around. We're gonna add this guy, and after that it's going to be, actually we're going to default to edit since there's only one, right? So there won't be an edit. There's just going to be save button. All right, so let's see how we're gonna get this nuclear. Let's go up here. This is the unlock box. Go up here. Let's create company object. There, and let's go back to the unlock boxes. Right there. All right. So this we're not going to clear. because it's going to be just one company, and then everything else going to be, let's see, like so. No number. That's good. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this guy, these two guys, first last name, and then me text facsimile log false, me text slogan log false. Now this one though, the image, this will be logged always. All right, you cannot change that because we're going to pick it up from the dialog window. So we should have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. All right. All right, let's modify this guy. Company ID. That one's removed. Now these two guys will be removed. Zip. Good. And then we're gonna go to facsimile. Back color equals color light peach. Light peach. Slogan back color like so, and then this guy will always be white. This is image file path here, so white, and then we'll say focus company. That's perfect right there. All right, let's move on up. So we're gonna do this because it's all the same, so we just copy and put it right here, and then we're gonna change. We're gonna highlight this guy, Control F, replace. We're gonna change the false to true. 8. That's it. And now we're gonna change light peach to white. Perfect on the bottom. That's pretty easy, isn't it? All right. So now let's move up. We need company name. I'm gonna take that out. Address, city, state, zip. That's good. That's good. And we're gonna check on the slogan. Actually, the facsimile. If it's no, then facsimile equals. All right, so that is different than no. All right, that's empty, doesn't mean it's no. All right, so and now it's the same way with the image file path. Then we're going to do text image file path equals empty. That's it. All right, but we do require telephone number, address, name. The rest we don't require them. All right, so slogan. Yeah, same way here. The slogan is the same way. You can assign no, but you can assign empty. So we're gonna do this. We want slogan to be empty. That way we don't get any barking from the class. All right. So now we're gonna change that to company, and then that will be a company ID. name, number. We don't have number. We're going to take that out. I'm going to just go ahead and copy this guy. Replace that guy. So you see it's a lot of repetitive stuff. Alright. But we don't mind. Programmers don't mind. They're used to this thing. Okay. So we're going to go to the, this would be a facsimile. Me facsimile. There's the slogan. Me text slogan. Image file path. Me image file path. Now I just noticed something here. I just noticed in the clear right here. So we're going to change that. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and change this guy as well. This guy as well. We'll see we're not checking them. Alright. We're not checking them. See right here, we're not checking, but just in case we need to set them to there. Okay, looking good so far. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Perfect. All right, let's move it up. Now if we validate, here's a set company, and then we're going to change this guy to company. All right, and then we're going to do this. Actually, I'm going to copy this guy. It might have been in there already, but company db access company save, and then we put that guy in there. We don't have number, but we have name. Right, so see, now to delete, we change this guy to company deleted. Can you believe we almost done? Now display. Yeah, while it's editing, we don't want to click, so we're going to preload if exists. All right, and this don't matter because there's nothing going to be, we're not going to be selecting anybody. All right, we're not selecting anybody, so yeah, that's good. So we can just take this guy out. I just had to think about it just a tad, just a little bit there. So hopefully we are only going to be call this guy on load, and that's it. And that's it. And right here, right there, we just need one. We just need an object. That's it. So as I was saying, this is being all company. We don't need to be keep loading different company. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna change that by ID out. Let's go back to this company. I think it says company exists by ID right here. We're going to take that by ID out because we're just going to grab the company, the first one that comes to mind if it exists. All right, so we can do that. You'll start understanding how I do this if when we continue. I'm going to replace that guy, and this will be a company text. Oops, and then there. We don't have this guy, remember? Got this guy, good. We don't have these two guys. Take those two guys out, these are good. But we're gonna replace this company here. Like I said, it's a lot of repetitive stuff, but it's a good field to be. Not too many people can handle programming. But if you can, you are good. Welcome to programming. This will be slogan. Oops, my bad. This would be now this guy right here. This guy right here. We can do this if we want to do if image file not empty, then, and I'm going to take this open parentheses out, then let's do this, and we'll do a function later. So we're going to say we say image let's see, I think it's picture equals file, and then we can say image copy visible true, else image visible false. See what else in that picture. All right, so we're almost done. So that's how we do it. Let's continue. Oh, it says, hold on. It says display customer here. Let's change that to a company. And this one, company ID. You know what? I'm gonna move this guy outside because regardless if that ID exists or not, we want to create new ID. We want to create a number. Yeah, this one is just a tad different than because we're not selecting anybody or adding anybody. We're just updating the customer. All right. So it makes sense to always create this guy when we're trying to display whether the company exists or not exists. All right. And then we're going to make sure this guy is always edit. So I'm going to modify a couple of things here. We're going to modify a couple of things here. We're going to keep the cancel. We are going to keep the cancel. We're not going to delete. So I guess we can keep everything there in this set control. Display company. This would be, yeah, we'll go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and just modify the way it's supposed to. However, just keep in mind that on this screen right here, we're just going to be editing. So we're gonna modify all stuff to just for editing, and not to worry about adding and all that, just because. Yeah. Company. So, but yeah, I'll show you. You'll see what I'm talking about when we get going. So there won't be a button says adding new. All right, but we'll go ahead and type these guys in anyways. You see what I mean? So there won't be a delete with this. It's just going to be the cancel. So we're gonna take this guy out. Take the whole thing out. Let me see. We're not gonna ask for deletion. Doesn't have a search. Let's see. We are going to put this guy in the lock motion when we find it. As a matter of fact, we are going to, yep, we're gonna right here, if this guy is nothing, and then similarly that's good. Thinking out loud here. Yep, like so. We're gonna force this guy to edit. If it's cancel, yep. Okay, that's fine. Yep, that's fine. Good. I think that's good. Now we are going to call this guy. Let me see, display right here. Call. We want to force it to edit. Oh, right here. Didn't see the bottom. Preset control, action, no. Now right here, we're gonna call display. Call display company. I think that's gonna do it. What do you think? What do you think? All right. So right here, it's going to set the new one. So right here, we want to go ahead and set this guy, this company ID, all right? Because this one, it says new company right here, is going to come right over here, company. And you see right down here, let me show you. This guy right here is going to be an ID. So we want that ID. So we're going to go ahead and say company equals company ID. All right. And now based on this number, if it sees anything in here, it's going to pre-populate. If not, this guy is going to be you know what, this action edit, let me see, let's see what we have up here. Edit. Yeah. Yep. So yep, that's it. So it's going to, that's perfect. That's perfect. Then we're gonna set it to edit. All right. So that's how that works. Let's see how that works. Let's see if we're going to get a bark. We are going to we are going to the add new right here. We're gonna disable that. All right. We're gonna disable the add new. Uh, yeah, perfect. We're gonna disable that guy. So right here, let's make it not visible. All right, let's try it. I'm pretty sure we'll get something. Yep. Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure we'll get some barks at us. Yep. Yep. Street address. Like I said, we're gonna get some stuff like this. Oh no. There. Continue. That's better. So that's what we want. That is exactly what we want. All right. Now let's close it down. We're going to dispose the ID right down here. Company ID. I'll go ahead and even grab the handle there, right there. I want to make sure this guy is something. So on open, for instance, you'll see that guy right away. You see that? So that's pre-populated, even though this guy doesn't exist in our database. All right. So if we close this guy and come in here, see, there's nothing in there. All right. But because of that, create new company right here. Create new company right there and right there. For a new company, we set that guy to this, set that ID to this text control, and that's why you see that text control. All right. So company. All right. So what do we want to name our company? Um. Hmm. What do you think? What do you think? Um. You see how that thing defaulted to save and cancel? Pretty cool. Let's see. Let's see. How about? I have no idea. Hey, let's do the Hanyakong International. I like that. Comma LLC colon enter 12345 my life street. Uh-huh. Greensboro. Oh yeah, Greensboro. That's good. And then North Carolina 27407. I like that. I do not like that. 1 3 3 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. And then we don't care about this. Remember, we don't care about this. It's going to default to empty anyways. All right. So let's go ahead and save. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. See this set company? Uh, I get it. Let's try that again. Let's click save again. Okay. Okay. So this will be company name. Yep. And then continue. That's all right. That's all right. As expected. I mean, like I said, first time you're not gonna get it's not gonna be perfect. Rarely it's gonna be perfect. You get some barking at you, and then you just go line by line and fixing it. All right. So let's see. Variable not set. What is that? Oh, okay. I thought it already created the object right here, and it says it's not created. That's weird. Huh. Let's close that down. Let's try that again, because that should have been set, and I want to come in here because yeah, that's weird. That's weird. That should have been set right there. Set new custom new. All right. So let's do this. Right there should be set. Save. There. That's better. Company. Save. Something is not found in that company. So that was better. Yeah, usually when it comes in here, because we call display company right on load right there, it should just set right then. That's why I should just, where was it? Right there. So just set right there. But anyways, it's asking for, it's saying we cannot save something in here. Let me see. Let's take a look. Save. Doesn't exist. Should be new. And that should be that guy. That should be that guy. Oh, right here. You see there? See there? It could not found this street. Should be street. That's better. That's better. Yep. Let's continue. That's better. Good. So now we saved. All right. Now, as a matter of fact, now we're done with that. See what I'm going to do right here? I'm going to do right here. I'm going to leave that one there. Now, I don't want it to be edited. I don't want it to be edited. All right, I'm going to take that out. I want to take that out. Yeah, I want to take that out. Perfect. I'm going to come over here, copy that. Actually delete that. Now that we have our record, right? Now that we have our record, okay, we don't need to edit. All right. So what is going to happen here? We don't have a record. We're just going to do like this. We're going to take this whole thing out. That was just playing with you there. And then we're going to come over here like so. We have something in here, right? I'm going to copy this guy and put it right there. That's it. All right, so let's reload it again. It should pre-default to there. Oh. Let me see why there is. It should just pull that first one. Did I miss something that I don't know? Hold on, did it save? Yeah, it's there. We got it. It's right there. Let's try it again. double click this guy. Okay, so now we can go in there and see what's going on. It said just get me that first record, and we got one. Yeah, that's good and dandy. Let's close this out, and we're gonna come in here. Hold on, did I change the company exist? Yes, I did. Oh, duh. You see there? That's the reason why. I thought that was it. You see there? That's the reason why. So that name was never true. It said, hey, I never found it. My bad. Okay. All right, just undo that. It's gonna do it correctly now. It's that name. You see what happened there? Let me close this and show you what happened there. I had this guy right there. I had this guy, the old one. It says exists by ID. I did not change it. It's fair. As a matter of fact, I didn't change it right here either. You see there? As a matter of fact. So to be consistent, that's why I thought something wrong. That's how it should be. Alright. Now, what the heck? What the heck? What the heck? It should be edit. There. That thing is enabled. Why is it disabled? I didn't think it was this difficult, this hard. Alright, as a matter of fact, we're going to change this guy to here. See there? And that's it. Alright, so that's preset. That's why. Okay, let's try again. Whew, Jack. Alright, let's bang. That's better. Now we can edit and save. Alright, but there's nothing. You cannot delete. Delete doesn't work. We took it out, remember? There. But you can cancel. Let me see. You should be able to cancel. Let me see. Delete. Oh. Should be able to cancel. Yeah. My bad. So when I took that out, I took the whole thing out. So that's alright. There. That's how it should work. Alright. So that's good. We are getting something. We are getting somewhere. Alright. So this is it. That's all we have to do for this portion. The next portion, we are going to be uploading this guy and put image in there. And we're going to have to create a folder to hold the images. Alright, so next time we're going to do the part 2, displaying the image, uploading the image. Okay, I don't want to make the video too long. This is long enough. But happy programming, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, share, and hit that bell. And also comment below, and if you need help, inbox me. Thanks again.